There's a famous seaside place called Blackpool that's noted for fresh air and fun, and Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with young Albert, their son. A grand little lad was young Albert, all dressed in his best, quite a swell, with a stick with an horse's head handle, the finest that Woolworths could sell. They didn't think much to the ocean. The waves, they were fickling and small. There was no wrecks and nobody drowned. Fact, nothing to laugh at all. So seeking for further amusement, they paid and went into the zoo, with the lions and tigers and camels, and old ale and sandwiches too. There were one great big lion called Wallace, whose nose was covered in scars. He lay in a somnolent posture, with the side of his face on the bars. Now Albert had heard about lions, how they were ferocious and wild. To see Wallace lying so peaceful, well, it didn't sit right with the child. So straightway the brave little fellow, not showing a morsel of fear, took his stick with its horse's head handle, gave the lion a poke in the ear. You could see the lion didn't like it, for, given a kind of a roll, he pulled Albert inside the cage with him, and he swallowed the little lad. Ho! Then Pa, who had seen the occurrence, and didn't know what to do next, said, Mother, yon lion's at Albert. And Mother said, Well, I am vexed. Then Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom, quite rightly when all said and done, complained to the animal keeper that the lion had eaten their son. The keeper was quite nice about it. He said, what a nasty mishap. Are you sure that it's your son that's been eaten? Pa said, Am I sure? There's his cap. The manager had to be sent for. He came and he said, What's to do? Pa said, Yon lion's at our Albert, and him in his Sunday clothes too. The manager wanted no trouble. He pulled out his purse right away and said, how much to settle the matter? Pa said, Well, what do you usually pay? But Mother had turned a bit awkward when she thought where her Albert had gone. She said, No, somebody's got to be summoned. So that was decided upon. Then off they went to the police station, in front of that magistrate chap. They told him what had happened to Albert, and proved it by showing his cap. The magistrate gave his opinion that no one was really to blame, and that he hoped that the Ramsbottoms would have further sons to their name. At this Mother got proper blazing. And thank you so kindly, said she. What, waste all our lives raising children to feed ruddy lions? Not me.